Hello, it's Erin. I'm back. Hey guys, I'm back with another writing video. You thought I was coming back from my hiatus with a book video, didn't you? Didn't you? Well, you are sadly mistaken because this is a writing video. Woo! I figured I would come back with a writing video because I haven't done one in a while. And at the time when I filmed my Shadow Under Book Talk, I thought that I would come back with a book haul. And I know that video's out late because I was busy with the holidays and school and everything. I didn't get it out till like last week. I apologize in advance for saying I was going on hiatus at the end of the video. That was a little wrong, but I did spend my hiatus editing said video, so technically I was on hiatus, but I was spending it editing the video, and again, sorry it's late. I decided to come back with a writing video because I always come back with a book haul, but I figured I haven't done enough writing videos in a while, and I figured I want to do something different and just shake up this channel a little bit, do something a little different. I haven't filmed a writing video since I think June, and then one before that was like December of like last year, so I wanted to start off the year with something new and just come back a little fresh, something more interesting, and just something that you guys can watch and enjoy. And like I said, it'll give a little fresh start to this playlist, writing videos, give a little update on my writing since that hasn't been going on in a while. I haven't done a writing video in a while because there hasn't really been much going on. I'm going to give you an update on my revisions. This is basically just an update video, maybe a little repetitive like the last ones, but I'm going to try to make it as fresh as I can. This is the start of very new writing videos that are going to be coming regularly to this channel over the next few months. I'll film one maybe every few months. Where I'm at when I get an agent, I'll let you guys know that, and it hasn't happened yet, but I'm going to keep adding writing videos more to this channel. Come the new year, I'm going to be adding more writing videos. I'll be growing this playlist because this channel does not have enough writing videos, so I'm going to add more as the year goes on, and maybe film more frequently as well as other videos as well that is going to go on this channel. I will be filming my book haul very soon. That's probably the next video on my list that I will be filming, but let's focus on the writing video for now. So with that being said, let's get started. I'm going to recap any new subscribers that are following my channel, or any new viewers, followers of my social media that are also subscribed to my channel, because my channel is linked in my social media. I have been writing a book since 2013. I have gone through numerous edits with this book, and it's been a very, very long journey with this book. It's been going back and forth between querying, and in the end, I ended up going to a conference back in December 2016 in Manhattan for 4 days. I got a publisher request, and now I have to continue the edits. These are the edits that I have to complete for an agent, so that when I send my query letter out, my book is phenomenal, and I can start getting an agent and hopefully secure one and get one. And that will be the, well, not a big milestone in my career, but at least it's something, and it's a baby step in the right direction, because an agent leads to publishers, and publishers leads to, hello, your book getting published. So now that recap is over, for anyone who hasn't been following this channel or just checking in this video and says, hey, let's watch a writing video. What I'm going to go over in this video. Okay, so the first thing, I'm going to give you some updates on my revisions. I did revisions, and guess what? I did NaNoWrimo! Woo! I will go into depth into NaNoWrimo later on. Most of you writers who are watching this, subscribers, most of you probably know what NaNoWrimo is, but I'm going to go more in depth to that when I get to the NaNoWrimo part. But first part of this video is my revisions and the updates on that. My revisions. How have they been going? Well, let's see. Have I hit that 120,000 degree mark? Nope. Haven't 120,000 words yet. I've been going through, since my conference, a lot of drafts. I can't really count my drafts because I didn't really count them from the very beginning when I really started editing, because I've been editing it from a couple years ago, put it away, and then I went back to it again. So I really can't say when I started revising, so I can't count them. But since I've been working on it since the conference, again, I can't answer that because I've revised so much. But lately, with getting words down wise, and really getting towards a major goal, I would say maybe, if I have to estimate, maybe 7th draft. So far, that's with getting words down and getting a lot done, being productive and getting a lot of words down. I'd say 7th draft. And it's going pretty well. I actually hit 140,000, which is not good, but from 200,000 was a lot. And I've cut like at least 300 pages down the manuscript from like 725 to like, last was like 499, and then it was 487 last draft. I don't know how many pages it is because when I edit my manuscript, I edit on Microsoft Word. I don't put my word count because I think it's distracting. I've been editing like back and forth, saving it on flash drives, putting it on a computer, editing on my phone, and because I've had technical issues with the tablet recently, but it's been edited numerous times on numerous computers and numerous drafts, and it is one dramatic moment. I didn't think it would get dramatic with a draft, but believe me, it was dramatic. Basically, the tablet, I used to edit on that for a while, but then it turned out that like the tablet went, so my dad decided to give me a MacBook instead because I wanted one, and I'm glad I have one. It's very useful, and I like editing on it. I just started editing on it. It's very fun. But like I said, it's been bounced around, this manuscript, from flash drives and computers. I'm not going to go into it, but this draft has been one crazy draft, at least after Christmas, so I'm hoping that this is my final draft. I keep saying that in videos, but I don't even know anymore. But usually I have no expectations when I go in and I check the word count, because if you don't have any expectations, then it's like, hey, I have to go back in and edit again. I'm just preparing myself for another draft, possibly. But based on what I've been doing, I've improved a lot since my last draft. In this draft, I've been cutting chapters. I have been cutting a lot of scenes, and I've been cutting so much stuff. I've been cutting some stuff that's over dramatized and or something that doesn't need to be there, and it's a good thing I'm going through because I'm picking out things that was in previous drafts but it didn't line up, so I didn't catch that the first time, so I'm cutting stuff out like that. If you have been following my social media, I do tweet about it. I tweeted about it, I think vaguely last month during Nanowrimo, where I said that I cut a scene and I didn't want to, and it does kill me when I cut a scene because it's like, no one's going to see it, but sometimes I do save it because I have a document on my computer that says extra scenes to use or future dialogue, and if I like it, I can use it for future books. And everybody always tells me you can use stuff in future books, which is a good idea. That's why I'm keeping some scenes, because if I get ideas, I can use it. And sometimes I just can't get rid of the scene because I just love it so much. But I have two documents where I save numerous scenes and then dialogue that maybe I like, then I'll use, or scenes that I like, I'll use, which I archive it and I put it in my computer. The revisions are going pretty well. I'm hoping to be getting down to very words soon, because like cutting scenes, like I said, is like horrible. Because my mom told me, and she's like, you should like be cutting out characters and stuff, but I really don't feel like cutting any characters out. I have not cut any characters yet. It hasn't gotten to that point, and I don't plan to cut any characters. I don't care how many words I am. But what I'm doing this draft is writing down notes of what I'm going to do next draft. If I have to do another draft, I'm writing down what possibly needs to be cut if need be. And I got so much advice from a couple friends of mine on Twitter who are writers, and my other friend, she told me when cutting down words, be ruthless. You get those words down, because Christine referred to this in her video, being the Grim Reaper. You have to go in and you have to cut it down, and you have to be the slasher. You have to do it. Like I said, I've been saving stuff, so who knows? And it's actually working out pretty well. I've had to rewrite scenes that didn't flow. I don't want to say how my book is about yet, because I want to keep it on the DL for the time being. But there was a scene where it was very long, and I cut it down, and I actually rewrote the whole scene altogether. I've been rewriting scenes. I've been cutting and rewriting. I've been doing so much cutting and so much rewriting. It's driving me nuts. This draft, I have a binder. I started organizing. I had a binder, but I made a better one, and it's like those binders I used to get in Staples, where it has like the thing where you put the paper in the front and you can make your own title. And I wrote like what I have to do on there, and it's the name of the book that's going to be on it, and manuscript revisions. And then I put dividers in there, and I put in the different drafts that I went through. And one of my other drafts is what I had my mom do, is she went through it. She did 4 chapters a day. She wrote notes on what felt needs to be cut. And I went through it with her, and she went through it with me and told me why it needs to be cut. And it actually worked out because I got like feedback on it. And my mom's been working with me continuously on this. I have not sent my manuscript out to friends yet. I have reached out to a couple people who are actually willing to read it, but I have not gone there yet. I might do that next draft. I'm just not positive because I don't want to send anything out while I'm editing. It's like this might change, and then what my friend is reading right now could change, and then she'll get confused. So I reached out to a couple people. I reached out to my cousin, and I already asked my best friend if she would read it, and they said that they would be willing to do it. And I have not, like I said, sent it out yet, but I'm considering it. But right now it's just between me and my mom because I'm trying to look it over. But it is good to get another pair of eyes to look at it. But for the time being, it's being read only by me. That's basically where it's going. And right now I go through 4 chapters a day. I cut out, I write notes on what needs to be revised next draft, or what needs to be cut. Sometimes I keep a record of what I cut, and I have to reformat the chapters and do formatting, but that's just all like techie stuff. But this manuscript is coming along pretty well, and I've been cutting down so much, and it's really, really helping. And I don't know what I can say revisions-wise, because I don't want to go into it and get too boring and hearing about me revising and hearing the word revise without being like a broken record. But those are the revisions, and that's basically it. Alright, and I'm gonna do this in another video when I get to it, because I will post a video when this happens. What are my plans after I revise? Well, I'm not going to go through it again if this is the final draft. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I do not want to jinx it. But I'm not going to say if this is the final draft, because when this video goes up, I'll probably have finished my draft. So what I plan to do after I finish editing, don't know when that'll be, I will probably start working on a query letter. I have to recraft the query letter. A query letter is, I don't know if I've went over this in another video, but if you want, I will go in depth into it in another video. It's where you send out to agents about your book, and sometimes, if need be, they will ask for samples or upon submission with your query letter, which is your pitch. It's your whole book and what it's about. I think I explained that in another video. Basically, I have to recraft my whole query letter, let them know about the conference. I think I said this in my review for the conference. And I have to send it out to agents. And the conference looks very good on my part, and putting the publisher request in looks very well as well, and it's a reflection of the conference. That's another reason why I want this book to be absolutely perfect, because it has to be. But there are going to be some changes that an agent's probably going to request, and I have to do that. But right now, it's just me and my mom and my characters in my head. So I have to send out my query letter. It's going to take a couple of days, and then type it, send it out, get my drafts ready. Then I have to make my list of agents. I'm going to set different days for this, just organize my time. It's probably going to be during school, so it's going to be a little busy. I'm going to set out a couple of days for the query letter, which I have to write, which I'm going to actually physically write in a notebook or a piece of paper, type it. I need to brainstorm and stuff. And then I'm going to make a list of agents, which I have. I read the Writer's Market's book. That's where I get my agents from, and it's a very helpful place to find agents. And if I suggest any writers out there who are looking for agents, go buy Writer's Market books. They're very helpful. I think I said this in a book haul, or when I hauled my 2017 Guide to Literary Agents. They're very, very helpful. I think I might get another one of their books maybe. But I have 2 Writer's Market's books that I have a lot of agents that I'll be looking at. I have Novel Short Story Writer's Market, which is very helpful. It's about novels, and it also not only has a list of agents, but it has writing advice and stuff. And if you want to do freelance work, that's a very good book. But Guide to Literary Agents is mainly geared towards novel writers. And they also have a great website if you want to look up books and stuff, or just go on Amazon. You can get it on the Kindle for cheap. In print, it's actually a little bit more expensive, but I like to get it so I can work with the text. So I might get another one. Maybe I'll get another copy in the near future. We'll see. But I have a list of agents in there that I'm going to be looking up and making my list out of it, and then hopefully start sending out very soon. Like I said, I do not know. I don't want to put a date on it because I don't know where these revisions are going to take me and how long. I'm thinking maybe not much longer. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not psychic. I don't know. I'm just going to take it as it goes and just go with the flow. That's basically my motto. I finish them whenever I finish them, and you know what they say, slow and steady wins the race, and that's what's basically happening here. Now, some people might wonder, do I listen to music while I revise? I do not listen to music while I revise. Some people do, because some writers do. Like I said, I edit with my mom, and she reads through it with me, but I do not listen to music. Sometimes I get distracted by social media, but I do not listen to music. I listen to music when I write, not when I revise, but I do write on the side, and I do work on some stuff like that. I will talk about Nanowrimo, but I like to listen to music when I write, but not when I revise, because I feel it's distracting. But I do go on social media sometimes, and I tweet about my revisions, but that's basically it. There are numerous distractions out there, but I do not listen to music when I revise, if anybody's wondering that. So that's basically my whole process with revisions. If I left anything out, I will put it in another video. The next part of this video, I did Nanowrimo! Woo! Subscribers or anybody following this channel, if you guys do not know what Nanowrimo is, it was back in November, and November is National Writing Month. But Nanowrimo is you have to write a novel in a whole month, and you have to get certain words down and stuff, and if you know about it, it's big through social media, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. My platform of choice that I used when I was going through Nanowrimo was Twitter, because I tend to do a lot of writing tweets through Twitter, and I have been doing them since day one when I started revising my book, and I figured use that platform. Now, you don't need to pick one. I just decided to tweet about it. I did at least one Nanowrimo tweet a day, If I missed a couple of days of writing or tweeting, it was just because I had schoolwork or something, but I did make it work. I only maybe missed 2 days of Nanowrimo because I didn't do the first day, and I think some day in the middle of November I didn't do it. Or maybe it was like Thanksgiving and I forgot to do it. I missed 2 days, but I did tweet every day when I was writing. And even if I got a little bit of writing done, it meant a lot. Even if it was like a little tweet, there wasn't really much to be said. At least I made it known that I was doing Nanowrimo. And I promised my followers, and a lot of people appreciated my Nanowrimo tweets, and I tweeted a lot. And it's actually inspiration behind, like I said, my writing tweets from back in the day. And what I'm going to be hopefully doing, which I haven't really done in a while, but I kind of been doing it, which I'm going to bring back my writing tweets as I used to do. If you guys are following my Twitter, you guys know that. Or if you follow me from back in the day, like a couple of years ago, like when I first started writing my book, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I started doing writing tweets. And I used to tweet whenever I was having problems with writing, or not revising, but writing or something like that. And I used to tweet about it. And I used the writing hashtag. But I haven't really had a chance to tweet yet, because I've been so caught up with the holidays. But now that the new year has started, I'm going to plan to write even during the school year, because, again, I don't know how the semester is going to take me, but I'm hoping that this semester is not going to be as bad as last semester. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. But I'm just hoping that I get a lot of writing done this semester and get some writing done this month and hopefully get it done. I'm going to bring back those write tweets very soon, but I'm getting a little off topic here. But getting back to Nanowrimo, I did tweet every day, and now I'm going to go into what I worked on during Nanowrimo. If you're following me on social media, again, you saw me tweet about stuff, but I never really told you guys. I was going to tell you guys on Twitter what my stories were about, but I got caught up being busy with the holidays again this semester. So I haven't had a chance to tweet about it, but I will tweet it soon. I'm not going to talk about it on this channel, but I'm going to tweet about it. So if you want to check that out, go follow my Twitter. I really didn't post anything on Instagram. If I did, it was very rare. Snapchat, I really hardly did it, but I don't really post on Snapchat with writing. Mainly, my writing platform is Twitter, so I don't really use Instagram, or Instagram is usually personal or whatever. I went into a video with this, so go check that video out. But I'm getting a little off topic here. I think I spoke about it briefly on Twitter. It's not secret or anything, but it is not revisions. I was not counting that as revisions as Nanowrimo unless I didn't get any writing done for that day. But I really didn't count the revisions. I didn't really count that because I've been working on that before Nanowrimo. I'm working on multiple projects. My big project was I'm writing a new adult novel. Well, I got introduced to new adult being like Colleen Hoover, and Ugly Love was the first new adult novel I ever read. And that's what introduced me to new adult. And basically, I started rereading Ugly Love because I wanted to get some research about how to write a new adult novel. And oh my god, I'm loving rereading this book. It's the best. I'll go into a little video that I have planned later on in the next few months. But I have been writing a new adult novel, and it's very interesting story arc. It's something new that I'm diving into. I've always wrote fantasy. I've never really dove into a new adult or writing for another demographic, like adults. I don't want to go much into it because I do not want to give too much away. And it's just a side project that I hope to have published in maybe in a few years after this book is done. But right now, it's just a side project. I'm actually working on it as we speak. Actually, I put it away for a month because of school, but I was working on it bits and pieces in the last few weeks. It's interesting. It's a romance because I want to start trying romance. I was going to write young adult romance, but I want to go something more adult-like and kind of not smutty, but kind of sexy, angsty. I wanted to go into that kind of angle. I got into this story because originally it was going to be freelance work for a magazine, because I was looking around for magazines for freelance work, because again, a novel short story writers market, they have magazines that I could do, and I'm going to go into freelance work because I want to try to get something done and maybe make some money off some writings, some short stories I have that I would like to get out soon. I just don't know when I'm going to get around to it. This story was originally going to go out to a magazine, and I was working on it. I had put on my list to send out to a magazine because I have a list of things I was going to send to magazines. It was inspired by a brief scene in Before I Fall, if you've ever read it. I just don't want to go into it to give too much of my story away. And it's not really depressing, it's just more romancy and angsty than having a turning point. No one dies or anything, nothing really bad happens. It's just a very angsty, sexy novel. It's not like 50 Shades. Don't worry, it's nothing like that. I don't want to go down that path. It's not erotica. Erotica is 50 Shades. New adult is angsty, kind of sexy stuff. So there's a difference there. I was writing this just for fun, and it turned out to be, I said, yeah, I could send this out to a magazine, it'd be pretty good, but then it got longer. I'm still working on it, but I'm going to get into that later. And I said, you know what, this would make a good novel. I think I'm going to turn it into a book instead. So I had an idea, and the idea behind Nanowrimo is if you have an idea for a story ahead of time, you can start working on it when Nanowrimo starts, because it's kind of like your prep. So I already had the story. All I had to do was start putting it into acts and start brainstorming. But I actually started working on it before Nanowrimo. I was doing my prep. I'm into Act 1. I actually started it when I went on vacation because I was sitting in the airport and I was ready to go to Arizona. I had planned to work on it on vacation to get some writing done, just something to do. And I started working on the acts, and it just kept going and going and going. And I put it away for a little bit, and then I went back into it for Nanowrimo. So technically, I did kind of start it, and I got the ball rolling, and then it just started turning into a story. I'm in the middle of Act 3 right now. I want to divide into at least 5 acts. I'm new to this whole act thing, so it's like an outline / draft, I guess you could call it. But I'm hoping to finish it soon so I can write a manuscript, but I'm getting ahead of myself. But I started working on it on my computer. I started typing it just for fun, writing it in my free time. And then I got a notebook, and I bought a notebook from Staples, and then that's when I started drafting it and getting it ready for Nanowrimo. So right now, at the process, I am working on it on my computer, and I'm working on it in the notebook, because I do have some time during the day that I might relax. Like after I work out, I usually relax for a little bit, and I usually work on it. After I revise my book, I'm working on this thing in the notebook. It depends. New Year's Eve, I was working on it a little bit. It's kind of hard to focus when you're writing, but I did get a little bit done, and it's going pretty well. I'm hoping to get Act 3 done very soon, but it's a project that I'm working on. It's not going to happen for a while. It's just a side project right now that I just wanted to take a new, experiment with different genres and try to get into different things and write something other than fantasy and superpowers and everything. So I just decided to take a dive at that. Now, my plans for this story are to get my acts done by, I don't know, very soon. I just don't know what dates. Again, I don't know how the semester is going to take me with schoolwork. But I'm just hoping to get these acts done very soon. And then hopefully from there, get a manuscript going and have a manuscript as, a document on the computer. Just have it to back up on. Again, I'm a fantasy writer. I write fantasy. I write about superpowers and stuff, and that's what got me the publisher request. But I'd like to expand my genres and maybe write more of that. As an author, you can expand your genres. You can write whatever you want. You can write sci-fi. You can write dystopian. You can write different genres. It doesn't matter. And you know what? It's very good to expand your horizons when you're an author, because you get to learn about things that you never did. I didn't think I was very good at writing contemporary or a new adult, or writing for adults for that matter, but it was very good. And I liking where the story is going, and it's very good. I'm actually working on another story, and to lead this into the next part of this video, I am doing Nanowrimo next year as well. I already have another story that I'm going to write. I'm not going to continue this one. I'm going to start something fresh that I hate to say, I started writing on my phone, because I don't know where I got the idea for this story, but I liked it, so I'm going to write a story about it. This is another new adult contemporary novel that I have an idea in. But right now I have no idea where this is going. I'm working on it gradually when I have some free time, but it's very different from the other new adult contemporary that I'm writing. I want to write a little of these future projects. I'm getting off topic from Nanowrimo right now, but I would like to dive into more genres. I would like to write a dystopian novel, since right now my fantasy novel was actually fantasy dystopian, but dystopian got cut. So I got an idea for a dystopian novel because of having conversations with people. You get inspired all the time, and I want to write a dystopian novel, which I'm hoping to dive into. I want to try my crack at dystopian again. I'd like to write maybe some sci-fi, more fantasy books. I would like to write maybe children's books. Maybe take a crack at middle grade. But right now I'm working on these projects. Right now I just have so many plans for my fantasy book that I have planned. I want to get this revised, but I've been working on multiple projects. The possible sequel to my fantasy book that I was writing, because I have been really working on that. I kind of abandoned ship on that project a lot because I have been so busy with editing videos and getting schoolwork done and everything. So I've been working on that, just drafting it out, seeing what happens. It could turn into a sequel, maybe it turn into a series. So I'm working on that right now, and But at my conference I said, don't work on a sequel, just work on the first book. But I've been just drafting it out and working on it and seeing how things are going. I've been just working on just 2 projects, that's it. I'm not going to go too much into sequel because it gives too much of the first book away, but it's just a possibility. It's just something I've been working on the side. And that's basically it. But I like Nanowrimo. It was very fun. I really like Nanowrimo a lot. I'm going to go into this a little bit. I had not planned to do this. It's not in my notes, but it's under Nanowrimo anyway. I really like Nanowrimo because it actually helps me a lot as a writer. I actually got so much writing done that it was very, very enlightening for me as a writer because I had never done it before. And I had planned years ago to do it. I said, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do NaNoWriMo. It never happened because I was too busy with school. But this year I took a stand because I think one of my friends on Facebook, he was at my conference, he said he was doing it, and then I said, you know what, maybe I should do it. And then I responded back to his comment on his Facebook post, but I ended up doing NaNoWriMo because I kept saying I was going to do it, but I never got to it. So this year I took a stand, I said I'm going to do NaNoWriMo, and let me tell you, it was the best thing I ever did. I loved doing NaNoWriMo. It really helped me a lot because it helped me grow as a writer, and it made me realize I can really do other genres and how to go into and write different characters and get into another mindset. This actual project that I'm working on is actually third person instead of first person because originally it was written in third and then it went back to first and now it's in first person again. But I wanted to go in a different direction with third person because I'm writing my fantasy book in first. So I want to kind of do a different little take on a different type of writing, and I have other storyline ideas for it, so I want to go in a different direction with third person. If you guys don't know what third person and first person is I, me, and then third is what my English teacher in high school told me was, you're the narrator or you're watching something happen. My English teacher explained it to me in high school because it was hard for me to understand what third and first person is. And it's first person, third person, omniscient. You're watching something happen. Maybe they're in a fishbowl or something. But basically, you're watching something happen and you're the narrator. But most of you probably know what third person is. But it's interesting writing from a different perspective because I've never wrote from third person before. And this is very interesting. Because I used to write my fan fiction from third person. And I've never really dove into a novel with third person. So this is a very interesting experience for me. But let me tell you, doing NaNoWriMo, it's worth your time. You learn to grow as a writer, and it teaches you a lot, and you get so much writing done, and you don't have to exactly post on social media if you don't want to. I just chose to do that on my own. A lot of my friends are doing NaNoWriMo. I was talking to a lot of authors. A very good friend of mine was doing NaNoWriMo, and we were comparing notes on what we were doing, and it was really fun to connect with a lot of people. You'd be surprised how many people do NaNoWriMo. So, it's very popular for writers. So, if you are a writer and you are kind of on the fence about doing it next year, or you feel like myself and you want to plan, it is worth the time. No matter how much homework you have, if you're in high school, college, or if you're not, if you have a lot going on, let me tell you, take that time out of the day. Even if you get a little bit of writing done, it is worth it. Do NaNoWriMo, you will not regret it. It's the best decision I ever made. I'm going to do it again and again. It's my new thing. Every November, I'm going to try to do it, regardless if I have an agent or whatever is going on with my main novel. I'm going to be working on it. I'm always thinking of new projects that I'm going to be working on. It gives you a chance to work on projects that you didn't think that you would be doing or something that you never thought would work on. Even if you don't know if it's going to get published anytime soon, just do it for fun. Writing for fun is the best thing ever. I love writing for fun. I do it all the time. Even write fan fiction. It could be anything for NaNoWriMo. Write fan fiction. You can write your first novel or draft your first novel or work on a novel you've been working on and maybe put it away and you want to go back to it. Go do it. Let me tell you, it's worth the time. I learned a lot through NaNoWriMo. I learned how to write more and really devote myself to my writing. And just grow as a writer too, because this is the first genre that I've written on my own since I wrote my fantasy novels. Because I've been working on other fantasy stuff as well that is very different, but this is a new genre that I like writing and I like going into it. This story's not going to happen for a while. Like I said, it's a side project. It's something I'm doing for fun. But I have a lot more other projects that I have to work on regarding other stuff. But It is worth it, and if you want to do it, do Nanowrimo, and I'm not going to say it again without reiterating, but really do it, and I don't know why I'm encouraging you. This was not part of my notes, but let me tell you, it is worth it, and this is my reflection, but yes, it is worth it. Do Nanowrimo. It is worth it. It'll be the best thing you ever did. That's basically what's going on between my revisions, Nanowrimo, and everything going on in my writing. I think I went over everything in my notes. I reiterated everything that I meant to talk about. But that's basically what's going on, my revisions, and that's basically what's going on, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is my video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked my little writing video coming back from my hiatus. I thought it would be a little different, considering the last 2 years, I think I came back with a book haul. My channel in May, it'll be like 4 years old. I always sometimes after Christmas, like in the past, I've come back from the book haul, and it's always been like that. Last year was like that too, but I figured change things up on this channel, maybe come back with a writing video, something fresh for this channel, something different, just something fresh and something new that I thought I would shake up on this channel, you know, make things interesting. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I don't want to reiterate too much, but I will be posting more writing videos on this channel very frequently during the course of this year and over the course of the next few months. Hopefully when I come back for my next writing video, I will have cut down enough words and I will have had some progress, and maybe by that time I'll be looking for agents. I don't know. But I don't know when I'm going to be filming my next writing video, because I don't know when that's going to happen, because it depends on what progress I make. But next video I make, I probably will have hit some progress. So you'll hear the progress I made, what I've been doing. Maybe I'll be querying, I don't know. But the next video I probably will have some good news, and I probably will have made a lot of progress on the manuscript. Look for that in the next video. Even if I'm not, I probably will make more videos. Like I said, I'm going to be making a lot of these videos over the course of the next few months, so I'm going to try to make a point to make a lot of writing videos soon. So maybe within the next few months or next few weeks, I'll make another writing video. They're going to be more frequent. I'm not going to like give up these videos. It's not going to go months and months without it. I really mean at this time I'm going to put more writing videos up. And it's going to be on this playlist, writing videos, or you can just check it out on the channel. And you can always check out my other videos that are on this playlist right now and just marathon them if you want to get an idea. New subscribers, if you want to check out my writing videos, they're all here on this channel from like day one when I was talking about my writing and what I was reading currently. I don't really incorporate that into my videos anymore because it doesn't really have to do with the writing. But you can watch them. That's when I first started out, but I changed since then. So I've been doing these writing videos for about like 2 years now. So they're relatively new to this channel, just by a couple of years, but I've had this channel for about 4 years, and the writing videos only started about 2 years ago. So I'm slowly adding more stuff to this channel, and I want to expand it. Now, with that being said, there will be more videos coming to this channel. The hiatus is over. Well, technically, there really wasn't a hiatus because my video went out late. But hiatus is over. I'm coming back with more videos. Look for more videos coming in the next few months. Writing videos, as I said before. I'll be doing my book haul. I'm doing an Air and Fire book talk because I just finished that book and it was good. I will get to that in a book talk. I'm going to be doing a skit that I hope to be filming in the spring maybe, and I hope to bring that to this channel very soon. It's going to take a lot of editing, but it'll be worth it. And I have a lot of new material, a lot of stuff for this channel that's going to be coming up very soon. So get ready for more videos, and I just hope that you guys enjoy it and enjoy the next slew of videos that are coming to this channel. And for updates on filming or whatever, go on my Instagram, my Snapchat, Twitter. I will be updating you vigorously on there. Mainly on Instagram and Snapchat I usually post. Snapchat's usually when videos are going to happen, and then Instagram is when I'm going to film, but you don't need to know that because you've seen the video. So, with that being said, if you are not following, I am at Rail Writing on Instagram and Twitter, and on Snapchat, I am at DivergentFan93. So follow, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye!